And ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Hope everybody is having a great snow day, a great day off. I'm here. I am rocking the beaching, not teaching shirt, but you know I never stop teaching. So this video is going to be on two-step algebraic equations. It is for my 7th graders and for anybody else who needs help with this concept. So I'm going to do about 5 example problems, and I'm going to go through exactly how to solve these types of problems. Huge thank you to whoever just came into the chat. Please hit that like button. Hit that like button. I appreciate you. All right. 4g minus 5 equals 95. So we are going to get into it. So the first step is we have to figure out what 4g equals. We got to get 4g alone. So in order to do that, we got to do the opposite of whatever the operation is. We got to get this minus 5 to the other side of the equal sign. And in order to do that, whatever the operation is, we got to do the opposite. So since the operation is subtraction, we have to add to get this 5 on the other side of the equal sign. So plus 5, plus 5. So these two 5s cancel out. 95 plus 5. 5 plus 5 is 10. 0 carry the 1. 9 plus 0 is 9. Plus the 1 that we carried over is 10. And we have 100. So 4g is equal to 100. Now to figure out what g equals, we have to divide by 4. So step 1, we get the 4g by itself. Step 2, we divide by 4 to find the value of g. So we just finished with step 1. Now here is step 2. 4g divided by 4, 100 divided by 4. Now, if you don't know 100 divided by 4 in your head, that is all right. We can do that out. So I'm going to bring the division problem down here. Let me grab an eraser like that so it doesn't look ridiculously slanted. $100 divided by 4. Actually, it still kind of looks a little bit slanted, but I'm going to work with it. Want it to be as neat as possible for all of you. All right, 100 divided by 4. Now, instead of trying to figure out how many groups of 4 we can get into 100, we're going to divide by the smallest number possible. So we're going to look for the smallest digit within the square. Only rule is the digit inside the square has got to be bigger than the number we're dividing by outside the square. So 1 is too small. We cannot do 1 divided by 4. So we're going to bring it back. We can't do 1 divided by 4. 4 is bigger than 1. 10 divided by 4, that we can do. So I'm going to count by 4s, see how many groups of 4 I can get within 10. So here we go. 4, 8, 12 is too far, so 2. So 4 goes into 10 2 times. 10 minus 8 equals 2. We're going to bring down the 0. So now we got to figure out how many times 4 goes into 20. So you know what? I'll do this off to the side over here. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. So let's see. How many times did I have to count by 4 to get to 20? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got 5 groups of 4 within 20. 4 goes into 25 times. 20 minus 20 equals 0. There is no remainder. And our answer is 25. 100 divided by 4 equals 25. So 4g divided by 4 equals g. 100 divided by 4 equals 25. So g equals 25. We have our answer, and to make our answer stand out, I like to draw a little square circle around it. There we go. And that is how we solve our two-step algebraic problems. I'm going to solve another one now. Really, this one was 3 steps because I actually did out the long division for those of you that need some additional practice with long division. But for the next example, I'll just do the division straight up. Huge thank you to whoever just tuned in. Please hit that like button. All right, 3y equals 27. All right, wait. 3y plus 9 equals 27. Got to make it a 2-step problem. All right. So step 1, got to isolate 3y. We do that by getting the 9 on the other side of the equal sign. Since this problem's addition, we have to subtract. We do the opposite of whatever the operation is. So I'm going to go minus 9, minus 9. Those cancel each other out. 27 minus 9 equals 18. So 3y equals 18. So the next step, we got to divide by 3. 3y divided by 3 to get y, 18 divided by 3. So 3 divided by 3 equals y, 18 divided by 3 equals 6. And y equals 6. All right, and now I am going to do another one. Okay, let's say 5w plus 10 equals 95. 5w plus 10 equals 95. So step one, we got to get the 5 by itself, the 5w by itself. So again, the operation is addition. So we got to subtract. We got to subtract 10 to get on the other side of the equal sign. These cancel out. 95 minus 10 equals 85. So 5w equals 85. So step 1 is done. We have isolated the 5w. We have gotten the 5w by itself. So now I am going to divide by 5. I keep changing colors. I don't know. Makes it a little more colorful, makes it stand out a little more. What can I say? All right, 5w divided by 5, 85 divided by 5. So 5w divided by 5, we have w now. And now we got to do 85 divided by 5. (85 divided by 5 equals 17. So w equals 17. Move on to the next one. I'm going to do 2 more example problems here. Going to do a 2z, but z's and 2's look very similar, so I'll do a q. 2q minus 10 equals 40. All right, 2q minus 10 equals 40. That is my next problem. So step 1, we got to get the 10 on the other side of the equal sign. We got to get 2q. Did I just say 2q? That's 2q. We got to get 2q by itself. All right, so 2q divided by 2. Wait. I need an energy drink because my mind's going haywire. Before we do any division, we have to get the 10 on the other side of the equal sign. So since this is a subtraction problem, we have to add. So plus 10 plus 10. 40 plus 10 equals 50. Two q equals 50. So now step 1 is done. The final step, we got to divide by 2. 2q divided by 2. 50 divided by 2. And q equals 25. That is our final answer. Again, I always say draw a circle or a square around that answer. All right. One more. I'm going to do one more example. I need an energy drink because I'm dying out. I can't talk right now. Energy drinks are not the healthiest thing. I'm not trying to promote energy drinks. I use them. I like caffeine, but not the healthiest thing. You're better off just drinking water and staying active. All right. $12x minus 12 equals 36. So again, the operation is subtraction. Operation is subtraction, so we need to add. We need to add 12, get 12x on by itself on one side of the equal sign. So 12x minus 12 equals 36, plus 12 plus 12. These cancel each other out. 36 plus 12 equals 48. So 12x equals 48. So that's step 1. We get the 12x on one side of the equal sign. We figured out what 12x equals. Now to figure out what x equals, we need to divide by 12. So 12x divided by 12, 48 divided by 12. So 12x divided by 12, we got x now. 48 divided by 12 equals 4. So x equals 4. All right. I'm not sure if that was 4 examples or 5 examples, but I guess I could do one more. I'll do one more. $8y minus 8 equals 56. 8y minus 8 equals 56, and we need to find what y is. So step 1, we got to figure out what 8y equals. We do that by getting the minus 8 on the other side of the equal sign. So switching up the markers again, plus 8. We always do the opposite or whatever the operation is. So if the operation is subtraction, we have to add. If the operation is addition, we have to subtract. So because this is a subtraction problem, we got to add to get 8y by itself. 56 plus 8, 6 plus 8 is 4. Carry the 1. 5 plus 0 is 5, plus 1 is 6. 64. So 8y equals 64. So step 1 is done. We figured out what 8y equals. Now, the next step is we got to figure out what y equals. So to figure out what y equals, since we have 8y here, we have to divide by 8. So we do 8y divided by 8. We do 64 divided by 8. That's the final step, and then we will know what y equals. Do you see how math builds on each other? We're in algebra now, but even though we're in algebra, we still have to remember how to add and regroup in addition. You still need to know how to divide. You know, all the previous skills that you learned in the early grades, they build on each other. So definitely, if you're a younger student, make sure you pay it, whatever grade you're in, you're paying attention and you're listening to your teacher. Because everything builds, especially in math. Everything builds off the previous skill that was taught. All right. Step number 2. 8 divided by 8, 64 divided by 8. So 8y divided by 8, we have y now. 64 divided by 8 equals 8. So y equals 8. Of course, we circle or put a square around our answer. That's another example problem there. All right, so those are my examples. 2-step algebra problems. Since somebody just popped in the chat, I'll do another one. Why not, right? All right, 7w plus 7 equals 70. So step number 1. Step number 1 is we got to figure out what 7w equals. So since the operation here is addition, we got to subtract. So 7w minus 7. 70 minus 7. 70 minus 7 is 63. So 7w equals 63. All right, 7 divided by 7. $63 divided by 7. All right, 63 divided by 7 equals 9. So W equals 9. All right, that is my video for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope this video was helpful. Please, in the comments, let me know if you have any questions. Also, as always, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you are notified of all my future content. And if there's another area of math or reading that you are having difficulty in, put that in the comments as well, and I will do a future video on that skill. All right, this is Mr. Camilleri signing off. Have a great rest of the day, and I will see you all either tomorrow or later tonight.